Hi everyone, it's Régis Leogal on the Pulp mag, and today we are joined by a Nigerian artist who blends Afrobeats, R&B, dancehall, hip hop, PapaRaZzle. How are you, man?
Yay. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, speaking with you about like music, arts and everything, generally. But I'm good. I'm right now out here in Liverpool today, and it's barely 6, and we have like you see the backdrop is all dark outside, so we're in that, cozy, or not, I would say like chilly times, but also it's sometimes it's nice to create a different kind of music, around this time, so I'm and trying to enjoy.
I'm sure you're enjoying your time right now.
Yeah, I try to. Hope you're doing good as well.
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm really happy to have you today. So let's start with the beginning. So, how do you describe your sound, your art direction? What inspires your music? Like, who is PapaRaZzle?
I would say PapaRaZzle is an artist, music artist, and a lover of arts, a lover of the lover of music, and a lover of just people. And I try to combine all of my interest in the things that I love into, my music. And that's the way that I process information. That's the way that I process things generally. And the way that I feel like I can contribute to the world is through my music. And with regards to how I would describe my sound, is a fusion of everything. It has my foundation, which is like Nigeria on the background, and every other thing is on top of it. All the sounds that I grew up listening to, from like Afro beats to R&B to hip hop to dancehall, reggae, everything is a fusion of everything. And the way that I interpret that is with my music. That's what you hear in the sound, or what my music sounds like. And with my artwork as well, that's another form of expression. That's why I like to be intentional about it, and try to communicate something in a way that it ties the music to a visual, and it speaks. It has something. The artwork has something that it's saying, and I'm glad to just be able to work with the people that I work with to create all the music that and art that we create. So yeah.
You talk about like the fusion, like the music. Your music is a fusion of a lot of genre, and is that I hear in your new album. Do you believe in soulmates? That's a
Yeah.
is a very great project. I really enjoy listening to it. So
Thank you so much.
So, can you tell us like how did this project come to life? Like, what story did you want to tell through this project?
So I've had the concept in mind for a while, concepts of a soulmate. And the question, the album title is basically a question: is do you believe in soulmates? You know, question mark, which is a question that I was asking myself and other people like around me, like, in terms of, is there a belief that we are meant to be with some people, or we're meant to meet some people? And it's broader than just people that you're in a romantic relationship with. It could be a friend, even, you meet people and you feel like sometimes you just connect with some people, and some other people you don't. So from in my own I would say like self-reflection, the title came out, and the concept of the album came out as well, as a result of that just quest to find out more about what I think about that topic and what other people feel about that topic. Do you believe in soulmates? And I would say the first time I put it in a song was on one of the songs, which is Dreams Come True, which is one of the songs on the project. And in the second verse, I said, do you believe in soulmate? And um, and that was where I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna call the album this. And since then, I've just been working on it, patiently trying to kind of like get the waiting for things to come naturally, and then, deciding to build it into the project that it is. And I'm just glad that, it's translating to people.
Yeah, for me, it's not just an album. It's like a whole like it's like a book for me. Like when you listen to the track list, it's like a story, So
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. That's the way that it was intended to be. And that's why I called it Do You Believe in Soulmates Volume 1, because it's like a book and it's like different, the tracks are different chapters, and it goes through a range of emotions. It goes through, a lot of different questions and different feelings in the album.
okay, so we expect a volume 2 maybe next year.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe later.
Yeah.
Hopefully later, definitely. I'll say definitely later at some point when I've been able to process more information and more emotions and feelings, I'm sure that the volume 2 will come together.
Okay, so but because I really like the project because when you drop each single, is the what catch me is the cover art. For me, it's very expressive and they tell a story that carry a real emotion. So can you tell us more about those creative choice and what they represent for you?
So every artwork, as I said earlier, is a way for me to pass on some emotion, I'd say, before even people get a chance to listen to the song. Because a lot of times people, look at the artwork first, and I want it to be a statement piece, and I want it to be art, not just, me saying, "Hey, this is my new single." I want it to be something that's like powerful, something that I could hang on the wall. That's, what I'm always thinking. Like, okay, I want to create art works for the songs that I could put on my wall, and it's gonna look independent of the track itself. So, that's always what I'm thinking. And every time that we have to drop a single, I'm always, thinking of what emotions and what images come to my head when I'm listening to it. And then I try to put that into the artwork, by collaborating with some artists or the artists that I work with. And then we bring that out, we just create that together, and then that's what we get. I'm glad that it's just translating, because a lot of times, sometimes you do that and nobody sees it, which is it, the intention is just for it to be good, and hopefully, it translates to other people. So I'm glad that it is.
Trust me, you really translate what you want to say.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Brian. I appreciate that.
And so let's talk about like you drop your album. Let's talk about like your creative process. Like when you're in the studio with PapaRaZzle, like how it start. Do you start with melodies? Do you start with lyrics?
A lot of times this is a different process every time, but I would say I would like to call if I'm to describe it, I'll just say I like it to be as natural as possible. I've never really been in a position where I'm trying to force something to come, like I'm intentionally thinking, oh, I want to do this. And, it's more of just waiting for things to come to me, and then I process it and bring it out. I see myself as a vessel, and that just receives the information and then passes it on to, the people through music. So generally, sometimes it starts off with a lyric in mind, and then, the melodies at the same time, a lot of times, and sometimes it's the melody, sometimes it's the lyrics, but most of the time it's just, everything at the same time. And then I try to get through, just get as much as I can out of myself in that moment while it's coming, once I'm inspired. Um, so I would say the process is I do a lot of recording myself, and then I work with, my engineers and producers to do all of the other stuff. But most of the time it's just me in the studio, working on or recording the song. So
Yeah.
that's been my process for a long time now. Yeah. So it gives me a sense of freedom when I'm creating. I'm not I'm not paying attention to anything else other than what's in my mind. And I'm bringing that out. And however way that it sounds, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you put you in a mood and you just like what's come and
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I don't, I just like to be by myself, so that I can get as much out of me as possible before it goes to other people.
great. So finally, like what's next for you? What we expect from you next? Like you drop your album, do we expect like music videos, live shows?
Yep. There's gonna be the Soulmates tour next year, God willing. And there's gonna be a couple more videos to drop. And also just a lot more music, a lot more music. I've got a collaborative project or project dropping next is actually next Friday with Mac HD. Yeah, it's called Listen More. So there's just a lot of activity going on now, a lot of music, and we're working on the tour as well.
Great. Really happy to hear that. So we're really happy to have you today.
Thank
And
you so much.
we wish you the best.